I used to work in the UK. I always worked in procurement and operations project management. I started off working for a manufacturing company. It was my first job. I then moved into aerospace, worked for Messier Doughty, a company who provide the undercarriages for Airbus aeroplanes. I then went to work for BAE Systems, the aerospace and defence company. Did a lot of strategic procurement projects with them. I then went to work in financial services in London, in the city. After that, I moved to an outsourcing company where we were providing outsourced services to different organisations. And then for the last 10 years, I've been a self-employed independent consultant. The main course I provide is called CIPP, Certified International Procurement Professional. I was contacted by the International Academy of Business and Financial Management about 8 years ago. As they said, there was a gap in the market for practical procurement training. So I pulled the course together. I was the lead author, and it's been going from success to success. A lot in the GCC, because people in the GCC are starting to see a lot more value that can be delivered through procurement. Also a lot in Southeast Asia, also a lot in Africa. It's becoming bigger and bigger, more and more successful. I think the biggest challenge as an instructor is to get the audience involved. If people sit there and look at me speaking for 6 hours, it's going to get very boring. So when we start off, everyone's quiet. By the end of the week, everyone's involved, everyone's participating, everyone's part of the team. Some of the benefits you get from the way we do training, the public courses, is you meet other people working in the same type of job role as you, procurement or contracts, commercial. You'll meet people from different industries, see how different people do different things, different levels of experience, share all of that knowledge. Also, if you're learning individually, it's just you on your own. Then you're going to have all different people. We can break you into groups. You can build things together, run through scenarios, do role plays, that type of thing. I think you get a lot more value if you come in person. Procurement people are facing off against salespeople all the time. Whenever I start the course, I ask people how many procurement training courses have they been on, or how many negotiation training courses have they been on, and the answer is generally 1 or 2 or nothing. If I ask the same question of a salesperson, what's the answer going to be? Salespeople get continual training, and yet these two people are facing off against each other. Training in procurement is really important. The training course tries to make it as practical and useful as possible. It's like a process. We take you from the original identification of requirements all the way through to contract management, and very practical. You can take it away with you and use that methodology in your day-to-day job. The vast majority of people who work in procurement have just fallen into the role and have never had any formal training. The first thing we should know if we work in procurement is the overall expenditure of the organisation. The first question I ask people when they come on the training course is, what's the annual expenditure of your organisation? And I would say less than 10% of the people can answer that. If you don't know how much money you spend and you don't know what you're buying, a lot of people are just operational, transactional. If you want to take procurement to the next level, make it strategic, this is the key information that you need. It's the basis of everything.